Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Drevlin and this is my quest log. And right after we defeat Yorm the Giant, we have another boss waiting for us. So yeah, also I'm a silly person. I forgot to show you some of the lore interesting items and as well as Yorm. What we can create with Yorm's soul. So we will look on that after we beat the next boss. Simple as that. When we have everything. Also, I spent some of my soul items to level up once again, so I think I have 36 in luck now, bringing that damage higher. So yeah, we will be going back to High Wall of Lothric, to the spot where we defeated Vort of the Boreal Valley, because that's the place closest to the room with Emma. As you remember, during the, or after the Yorm battle, we got summoned away back to that room where Emma didn't look too good. And we left her there. Sorry, Emma, but not really in the mood to battle another boss, especially since we had some other things to take care of. So just run past these enemies up here, and if you remember, we have a couple of knights. So just dodge them and run into this room. Luckily, they are not allowed in here, so they will simply back off. The next boss, let's see, it should be weak to dark and lightning, so that's pretty good. Sadly, I cannot infuse this weapon. No, I cannot. So I won't be able to use any of those resin or things like that. But hey, this weapon is good enough. The boss should be resistant to bleed, but I read something that it works pretty decent enough anyway, so you might want to try bleed. Other than that, it is completely immune to frost, poison and toxic. There is also a summon, in a way. If you... let's see how to put this. You can trigger this boss earlier in the game. And you might have guessed it already, that when you come up here the first time, which is really early in the game, you can kill Emma. And by doing that, you will trigger this boss. And I wouldn't recommend doing it, because this boss will simply just rip you a new one. Simple as that. But if you do it and Vort is still alive, you can actually use the summon for Vort that normally goes to Vort for this boss. So you can use, for instance, the Swordmaster that we use for the Vort battle. And I think, unless they've patched it, there's a way to bug the Swordmaster that makes him pretty much, like, invincible. The next boss cannot defeat him. So that's a way to trick the game. I think people tend to use that during like speedruns, things like that. Oh well. We'll see how this goes. This boss can be quite nasty. It is quite agile, but probably one of the best looking bosses in the whole game. Hi, Emma. What's up?
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul. Tell him what he must be, a lord.
And we get the Basin of Vows. So before we actually use it, and I screw up again, let's take a look at it. Place Basin at a statue of a beheading knight. Okay. And I think we have a beheading knight right ahead of us, so... this is so cool. So cool looking. Sadly, we need to defeat her. So yeah, agile boss with sweeping strikes. Will have spinning strikes as well. And a grab, so be sure to dodge when she does that. That grab can actually turn out to be real nasty. At 50% HP, she pulls out her second sword and always unleashes this flurry of attacks. Try to roll around these pillars, dodging it. I should not... Whoa, as you can see, the damage. Ow. Don't get greedy with the strikes. 2 hits, that's enough. Once or twice at least. And poke, poke, poke away at her. And try to keep your health up because, as you can tell, she deals massive damage. And if you get stuck in her strikes, that's gonna be the end of you. Come on! Don't get greedy, just poke. There we go. And I do have, yeah, Sheila Want and everything equipped. Good. Soul of the Dancer. Sweet. Did it. Yay. And the doors open up. Great. Place the basin at the statue of the beheading knight. So yeah, let's... Oh, I'm gonna save that for the next episode actually. Right now, let's light this bonfire and go back to Firelink Shrine. And take a look at some of the items and souls and everything that I've gathered up so far. So yeah, first of all, I forgot to show you the Storm Ruler. It actually has some interesting lore on it. So yeah, there you have it. And then I want to read some of... I don't think we checked Aldrich, actually. Since I forgot that. And then we have Yorm the Giant. And let's see, where do we have the Dancer? There we go. In case you want the lore on those. But what can we create with the souls? You might be wondering.
Aha,
So, let's take a look. The Dancer, I know, should allow us to get the Soul of the Dancer. Oh, Dancer's Enchanted Swords. Here we go. So it's a dual weapon. Pretty cool. Sadly, not that good. Really cool looking, but not that good. Because as you can see, it has both physical, magical, and fire elemental. So all of those, like, defenses on enemies, you know, take away the actual damage from them. So, sadly, I wouldn't recommend these weapons. Let's see. Should be another one from the Dancer. Do we have it? There we go. Soothing Sunlight. Restores high HP for self and broad area. So I'd recommend getting this instead. Just because, who knows, maybe you actually use spells, or maybe you just want to get all those achievements. Simple as that. Now, let's take a look at what Yorm was able to give us. First we have Yorm's Great Machete. C-scaling with strength and needs 38 strength to wield properly. But it weighs 19. So, heavy weapon. If you want to feel like a giant. And of course, down here we have Yorm's Great Shield. 40 strength to wield, 20 weight. He was a strong one. Okay, that's it.
Now.
2 bosses down in a row. And as you can tell, we have quite a lot of souls, so let's end with some leveling up as always. Here we go, 38. Almost 40. And I'm so happy. And with the remaining souls, as always, let's take a trip down to Orbeck.
Back again. Perfect.
And yeah, I can buy 2 of these. So let's buy the Soul Spear and Homing Soul Mass. There we go.
Promise to stay.
Sweet! Now, we only have one path to walk, and it is to put the basin at the beheading knight in the same room where we just defeated the boss. And continue on that path. Or actually, right away it splits. Sorry, I forgot. So, yeah, we will be taking a optional area first, or a couple of optional areas first, before actually continuing on with the normal path. But more of that in the next episode. So until then, take care and happy gaming. Bye bye!